Chosen is my favorite TV show, and I thought it would be nice if I could help anyone learn how to play the song Trouble, which is from the show. It makes several appearances in the show, but most notably at the Season 1 finale. If you haven't seen any of the episodes of The Chosen, please go check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. It's easy to watch, it's free, and it's an excellent show. It's not like any other show or movie that you've seen about Jesus. The song Trouble was written and recorded by Matt Nelson and Dan Hesseltine. It's a really good song, and you can listen to it in the show, or you can stream the song with your preferred music streaming service. I'll put a link to the song in the description below. Trouble has multiple guitar parts, so I tried to combine them in a way that makes it easy to play through the song with an acoustic guitar. The bridge doesn't have a clearly defined guitar part, so I tried to arrange something that represents what's going on musically in that section. On the recording, a lot of the guitars were recorded with a slide, but I want everyone to be able to play this, so for this version there's no slide required. I'll make a separate tutorial for the slide version of the song. Hopefully I've put together something so that you can play through the whole song on an acoustic guitar from the beginning until the end, and maybe even convince you to bring your guitar to the next watch party for The Chosen and have a Trouble sing-along. So let's get to the tutorial. Alright, so let's try that slower. And I'll really slow it down here. Some things to remember: you've got a hammer on and a pull off here, and at the end of the riff you land on this note. You want to kind of give it some vibrato. As you get to the end of the verse, it's going to go hit the open E string, and then you wait for the chorus to come. So let's break down the chorus. We've got 4 chords. First one is an E minor. The next one is a D. And then the next one is an A sus2, or suspended second. And the fourth one is a C chord, just a regular C. And now, if you noticed when I was playing with the accompaniment, there's a little bit of a strumming pattern here. Now, if you want to just start with a straight strum like that, just fine. If you want to try to play it more closely to the recording, the strumming pattern is a little more complicated. and there's actually a bit of swing to the rhythm. It's not a straight, so you've kind of got to get a Right, so let's break down the hook, or the end of the chorus where Dan sings the hook treble. There's not a strumming part here. This is a melody that you play. It's a little high on the neck here, but I think most people will be okay playing this. Your first note is the 9th fret on the 3rd string. So then you go up to the 12th fret. Then you jump up to the 2nd string, 10th fret, 12th fret, and then the 1st string, you've got to jump up to the 1st string on the 12th fret, and you kind of lay your finger down to grab that note. And then you're going to go back down the way you came. So you 12th fret on the 2nd string, 10th fret, and back down to the 3rd string on the 12th fret. And that's the first half of the riff. And I'll play it again for you. And then the second half of the riff, the first note is the same as the first half, only for me, I switch fingers. I start using the 4th finger here because it's more comfortable at the end. You've got to grab a quick note down here on the 4th string. So it's how I play it. You play it however it's comfortable for you, obviously. So that's 9th fret, 12th fret, and then the 2nd string on the 10th fret, and then jump back down to the starting note, 9th fret, 3rd string, and then 12th fret on the 4th string, and you end on the note that you started on, 9th fret on the 3rd string. So the whole riff. And you can put a little vibrato on that last note if you so desire. Alright, so let's break down the bridge section. And like I said earlier in the video, there is no clearly defined guitar part for the bridge. So I put something together that's fun to play, borrows a little bit from the guitars in the bridge, a little bit from the bass, and try to merge something together to be able to teach in a tutorial. So what I'm playing on the bridge is so where you start right on the low E, and you're going to play a power chord, or the 5, and that's the low E on the 6th string, open, and then on the 5th string on the 2nd fret, those two notes together. And if you want to add the 4th string, 2nd fret, the octave E here, you can. Either way works. And then when you're playing that power chord, you want to use the palm mute, or the part of your palm where you can lay it on the bridge and a little bit on the strings, and that partially mutes the strings so that you can, the strings can ring out, but they also aren't ringing fully like that. It gives it a tough sound. The rhythm is so it's a little bit like earlier in the chorus, where you're basically playing on the beat, but then you've got a little bit of an extra strum with a swing in it. So just listen to it and you'll get the hang of it. And then that little stab on the high E and then the B strings open. So when you're playing that, and you want to, as soon as you hear it, or as soon as you play it, you want to lay your hands, left hand down on the strings and mute the whole thing. And that keeps it from ringing out, and it emphasizes that stab. So and that's the first half of this chorus riff. I'm sorry, the bridge riff. And the second part is just a little walk down on the low notes here. You start on the B note here on the 5th string on the 2nd fret. So that's the 5th string, 2nd fret, and then the open 5th string, that's an A, and then you're going to go to a G here, which is the 6th string on the 3rd fret. And if you want to, give it a little bit of a bend, not a big bend, but just a little emphasis on the note, and then you end on the open 6th string, or the E note. So that goes. Now, when I play it, I like to keep my strumming pattern going with my right hand. So it goes, when I do it, so you don't have to do that. If you want to do it, just keep in mind that if you're going to strum like that, you're hitting more strings with your right hand than you're actually playing with your left hand. So you have to be careful to mute the strings that you don't want to sound out when you strum. And so you have to use the tip of your finger to mute the 6th string, and then the rest of your finger to mute the rest of the strings, like that. And then how you wrap up the bridge section is just you do that stab twice in this area to wrap the whole bridge section up. So it goes, and that's really an E5 still. It's kind of like the E minor, but you cheat a little bit and you lay your third finger down and you keep the minor third of the E minor from ringing, and that's a really tough sounding chord. And it's the same notes. It's just more of them. So it goes. So I'll try to play that very slowly so you can get the rhythm. All right. Thanks for watching, and if you like the video and you don't mind clicking the thumbs up, that helps out a lot. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or requests, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks.